I'm not sure if it's better to work on the car when it's freezing outside or when it's hot and humid and you're sweating to death. But this steering wheel has been driving me nuts for some time now. It's crooked. I don't know if anyone else is annoyed by a crooked steering wheel, but I definitely am. I would prefer it to be straight. It doesn't necessarily interfere with driving. It's just kind of a little OCD thing. So today I'm going to remove the steering wheel, straighten it up, and we'll be done. So a quick fix, and then I'm going to eat because I like eating. And again, working on a car always makes me hungry, even small jobs. So there's a big monster nut on here. I'm sure most of you, if you've worked on cars, you know the nut is pretty big underneath that center cap. This is 1 5/16. It's got a 1/2 inch to 3/4 adapter. The socket I picked up from Ace Hardware for 10 bucks. I was going to grab the adapter from Ace Hardware as well, but I'm frugal, so ran over to Harbor Freight and ended up getting 3 adapters for the same price as one at Harbor Freight. So 5 bucks for one, 5 bucks for 3. Yeah, they might not be the best, but you know, it's got a lifetime warranty on it, and I'm not sure that I'm going to use it that often anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and pry off the center cap with my pick, which I had right here, and it has suddenly run off and disappeared. So I'm going to pry off that center cap. You see it's upside down, it's crooked, it's crazy. Little piece of plastic. I'm going to update that center cap eventually. It's going to match the center caps on the wheels. So center cap is off. Got my socket. You see the big nut on the inside. Socket on there. Impact wrench. Probably should have put that on first, doesn't really matter. And we're going to take that nut off. Alright, so the nut is off, stuck in the socket. Let me set this together. Pull gently but hard on the steering wheel. Don't smack yourself in the face. Be careful. Steering wheel's off. Let me set that out here because it might be dirty. Actually, I don't know why I set it out there because I need to put it back on. I told you I'm hungry. I can't think. Alright, so this part of the steering wheel should be facing down, which it's going to do eventually. Maybe. I'll have to align the little ridges with the other ridges. And there it goes. Okay. Shouldn't have been that hard, but it was. So it's straight. I'm going to put the nut back on. I'm going to tighten it with my fingers before I put that impact wrench back on it. This impact wrench weighs as much as me. It's like a workout, which makes me hungrier. Tighten it up. Pretty tight. It feels tight. And I'm going to make sure my center cap is actually on correctly and not sideways. So snap that little puppy back in. And we're done. Everything is straight. No more OCD moments. Thinking my tires are turning the wrong way and they're not. So we're good. Now it's time to go up in the kitchen and make a quick dinner. Eat. So today's recipe is simple. It's fettuccine con aglio e olio di oliva. So it's going to be a pasta with garlic, fresh garlic, and olive oil, as well as red pepper flakes and a little bit of salt. If you don't like garlic, you won't like this recipe. So it's a really simple process. It doesn't take very long to make. In fact, while your pasta is cooking, you can actually simmer the sauce for about 5 minutes and then mix it all together. So peel and chop your garlic. I usually put 10 to 15 pieces of garlic in the oil to saute. Again, garlic does not take long to saute, so don't let it overcook and brown. once you saute your garlic, you're just going to toss in some salt and some of the dried red pepper flakes. All of it is to taste. So if you love garlic, add more garlic, add less garlic. It's all up to you. This is a really simple recipe. It's got a lot of flavor to it, and it originated in Naples. It's actually a fairly poor dish, if you will, to make, but it's one of my favorites, and it's quick. So when you're hungry and you want something fresh and homemade, it's quick. The longest thing that takes is the pasta. The pasta takes the longest to cook. Whew. Danger, don't cook on a empty stomach. Everything seems to take longer. A trick to peeling the garlic to make it easier, because it tends to stick, and just squish it. If you watch, I can't remember what movie it was, one of the old mob movies. And they were in there using a little razor in prison, cutting it paper thin. I don't have that kind of patience. Oh, it was Goodfellas. That was the movie. I don't have that sort of patience, so not gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and saute this garlic now for a couple minutes. So medium-low heat, you're going to use about a 1/3 cup of olive oil for this recipe. Don't use too much. Your stomach will not thank you if you overdo it. Yeah, toss a little bit more in. One thing I'm usually never out of in my house is olive oil and garlic. It smells really good already, so I'm going to go ahead and toss in a few sprinkles of my crushed red pepper. If you like spicy, you can toss in a whole bunch, and I'm going to add some more oil, because when the pasta's done, I'm going to mix it. Note, I did not use a measuring cup. It's a guess. Everything is kind of, I eye it and taste it. This one I won't taste until I mix, and then I usually at the end, I'll add, once I mix it, I'll add a little bit more salt to just pull the seasonings together. Today's fettuccine. I buy my pasta when it's buy one get one free, so you never know what brand I might have in the house. Use a full pound of pasta. Otherwise, it's going to be really oily and you're not going to be very happy. Alright, the pasta is al dente. So the next step, we're going to mix the pasta and the sauce together. I'm actually going to be a little uncouth here, if you will. It's almost perfect as I choke on the noodle. I'm going to add a little bit more salt, mix it up. Take my bread out of the oven before it gets overdone and turns hard. Let me go ahead and have a taste. In Italy, with spaghetti or fettuccine, long pasta, they'll often serve a large spoon. Americans look at it like, why did you give me a spoon? The spoon is to help you twirl the pasta. Buonissimo. It turned out great because now it's paroloni time. Nastro azzurro. Chin chin. Buon appetito. Until next time. Enjoy your meal and happy working on your mini. Arrivederci, ciao.